guys, how's she going today? Well, I've been cutting for a couple hours here now so far. Antoine's over on the other side of the field somewhere with the other swather. We cut this field in half. Make life a little easier when we're trucking grain out of here. That way the combine can't get as far away from the trucks. And it's a lot easier swathing a field like this with two machines when it's in two pieces, and you're not always in one another's way that way. So. Martin, how's she going today? Combining any beans down south there yet? Just keeping up right now there, Father. We were having issues yesterday getting it to charge up. We don't have a set of pressure gauges, so Dad's thinking it's a little bit too high on the high side, so we will have to get someone who's got a proper AC kit to come and take a look at it, but for now I'll deal with it. Thomas basketball, nice corn. How goes the big green air seeders over there, buddy? Had a Ford motor in it, I'd still be in the yard broke down, so it's a good thing she's a good old leaning tower of power. The only way it'd be better is if it had a small block Chevy in it. Antoine do a live stream, eh? Holy mackerel. Maybe one day I can corner him somewhere when we're both in the same piece of equipment or something, when we're combining here one afternoon or something. For an hour I'll do a live stream with him in the combine with me there. Then he can answer all your questions. I think a small block Chevy and this thing would twist it in half. That might be a little bit too much motor for it, but why we're swathing. We've got the odd shitty spot here, weeds like this. Like I said, you can't desiccate malt barley. So you'd end up having to combine around these spots, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So if you swath it like this, it'll all be dried out and ready to combine at the same time that way. So. No, Antoine is my surgically separated conjoined Siamese twin. We were connected at the voice box and I got the bigger piece, so. What do I figure it's going to yield? Well, I was just talking to one guy who just started combining a few miles away from here. Same kind of barley, sowing about the same time. And he was saying it's going about 70. So that's kind of what I figured this was going to do here as well. So hopefully that is a close guesstimation anyways. More would be better, but that's still not bad. Hi from Finland. How's the weather in Finland today? North Dakota, eh? You're just a little bit in that there direction of me then. Chad Archer, I forgot to warn you that I was going to do this, buddy. I'm sorry about that. I wasn't actually going to because I wasn't sure what the weather was going to do, but I'm going to take a gamble and trust them. They say it's not going to rain. Some good clouds to the north of me, but how far am I from Tyson? I've never directly looked, but if I had to wager a guess, it'd be probably a good 16 to 18 hour drive, I would imagine. Why are we swathing it? I just went over that 30 seconds ago, but I got all kinds of reasons. This is going to be malt barley, so you can't desiccate it. So any weeds or green spots in the barley, like in all the low spots and hollows all over the field, the barley's still green. So when you come in here to straight combine, like see there's a green spot right there. You'd have to go around all those spots and come back in 2 weeks from now and get those spots, which would be a real pain in the ass. Can't desiccate it to ripen it up, like if it was a feed barley or something. So if you swath it like this and leave it for 4 days, everything will be ripe and ready to go. That is why everyone around here swaths it. There's only a few people I know of that straight combine it. But majority of people swath their malt barley. See, like this is all a green spot here in the hollow where it had more moisture. that could lay for 15 or 20 days. It depends on how much green stuff you have in it, or weeds, or what have you. If it rained or snowed on it, if it's 30 degrees out and sunny, or 20 degrees and sunny. There's all kind of variables, but I'm saying 4 or 5 days if it stays nice out like it is right now. So the raper, it is less time it needs. Like our wheat, we usually try to swath it directly in front of the combine. And yeah, oh, why don't you straight combine? Well, we got a 22-foot flex header for the Massey, which is good enough for in beans and what have you. But if a guy had to run around with 22 feet on the Massey for everything, you'd go insane. That's not near enough header to feed that machine at anything. And then 35-foot flex header on the 2188. I know it can handle 35 feet because we were picking up canola swaths for the neighbor that big, but you're going half the speed you could. 30 feet is just a better match. And then you go out and swath, and I don't know. I don't like spraying everything 15 times, so go out and desiccate it to ripen it. It's better. I'd rather just go swath it. Then you know it's ready when you get into it. Did I get a new tire for the combine? Not yet. We're still waiting on it. There's not too many of those 18-442 tires around. It's kind of an oddball size, so. See, there's some more green, so you'd have to go around all that. It'd be a real pain. And there's the organic neighbor beside us there. The old orgasmic farmer, Antoine's uncle. He swathed his peas in there today. He's got peas all over the countryside. Well, at least you stopped by for a minute there, Brad. No, we're not related at all, me and Antoine. Yeah, the barley's dry. There's quite a bit of it that's dry, so. Matt's Hubbard, going quite well, sir. No, I got a Coke down there and some juice and some water is about all I've got. I don't know, I haven't seen Sean in a video for a little while. He's been like Antoine, you see him in the background, but he doesn't say anything, so I'm not sure who's ahead on the old tachometer right now. Yeah, it looks like rain on the way for me here too, just north of me, but I'm according to the weather, it's supposed to stay to the north of us here, so you'll see when we turn. There's some clouds over yonder, but supposedly they're not supposed to affect us, so. I don't know if you can see him or not, but Antoine's way over there with the old 4000, so. I'm a little bit ahead of him because he ended up with a broken section the very first slough he went around, so I had to run him the toolbox from this thing, our tool set. It took him a couple minutes because of course it was right on the knife head, so he had a half a dozen bolts to undo. Toolbox, not tool bus. I'm not sure I'm pretty sure it'll end up being beer if this goes where I think it's gonna go, but never check the moisture. They're pretty, they'd come down here at the combine and thrash a sample out, I guess. But we'll just leave her for a few days until we're a little more prepared. There's a bit of a drainage ditch here, so. Don't want a shortage. Well, I'm gonna put you guys back in the holder because it's kind of hard running. I need one hand on there and one hand on here and then 2 feet down there, so I'll put you back in the holder for a few minutes to give my hand a break from holding on to you. For a shave, but I don't have the harvest beard going yet. I'd hardly stand to leave it for a week, so I don't think I'm going to let it grow for a month and a half. No, you don't need to send money for me to answer your question. I've got the donations thing set up just because I thought it was kind of neat. Bored one evening, so I've pittered around with it. But I'll do my best to answer your questions regardless if you got a donation attached to it or not. Although the donations I don't mind because I'm saving up to buy a drone. So far with donations from live streams, I'm at $7. No, we're going to combine this whole thing with the Massey if all goes according to plan. Since it's conventional, it'll leave the most straw. And I've got all the straw sold, so the more bales I make, the more money in my pocket. The rotaries tend to chew it up a lot more than the conventionals do, that's for damn sure. Alrighty, Brett, have fun at work. You can see some of these spots, there's some sow thistle that came up after it was sprayed, which is what sow thistle does. So this would be real tough going if you're trying to straight combine, and then the barley, of course, is green in these spots yet too. So the swather like this, it'll be 100% dry here in a few days when we come through. So. How's the video quality and feed for everyone? There's no, there's not too much lag, is there, or anything? Hard to tell on this end if your guys are getting lag or not sometimes, or the video quality is real poor. did you go to school? I went to school in Redvers, Saskatchewan. About 15 minutes west of here. It's kind of hard to do a video on how they grade barley like that because you usually put it in a bag and mail it to them and they send back your results. It's not like you stand there and watch them do it. So, I know a few people from Mowota, sort of, kind of, I guess. I don't know, looking at these clouds, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep Swathing much longer. I don't want to lay a whole bunch down and have it get rained on. At least if it's just a little bit like this, a guy can blend it off and hide it in the other stuff. If it ends up getting stained too much or not. It's starting to look pretty blue in a few different directions here, so I might just stop here in a minute or two. I wasn't really sure if I was going to do a stream or not, but I figured I'd do a short one at least here. But it looked like it was going away, but now it looks like it's all to the west here too. So. Yeah, it's stained. It's not the end of the world. Malt isn't worth much more than feed anyway. There's a feed mill not far away. They pay pretty goddamn good for it regardless. So. Fair, no, I don't. Quite fun, actually. Even more fun if it didn't look like fucking rain clouds to the north of me, but spot I'm coming up to here is where we done a bunch of drainage last year. And Antoine sowed it twice here to empty the drill out. Some goddamn heavy crop in here. Some of it's lodged pretty good, but take your time through her, you can pick her up with the pickup reel pretty good. Makes their work. Cutting canola is just about all the old slant six has to give there. When you get into some real heavy stuff, if you're pushing her very hard. Oh, I don't like how those clouds look, guys. I don't know if it's showing up in the camera or not, but it looks pretty dark. Not sure what to say. I'd rather not have it get rained on at all, but I'd rather stop now and just have some of it rained on than all of it, I guess. But I mean, it's not going to change anything laying in a swath or standing when it's dead right. It's going to stain it regardless. Yeah, I'd phone up Twan and see what the fuck he figures here, but I can't while I got a live stream on. I'd go look at my weather app here too, but we'll make another pass or two here, and then we'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna dust my rad off because the old slammy's running where it usually runs, right near the end of the green, but there's not much on there, but it doesn't take very much for it to start trying to run warm, that thing. Try and change your hangulation of what you're looking at a little bit here, maybe. Thunder and lightning in western Pennsylvania. You can keep that down there. so I can give it back to you there, buddy. What did you say with your comment? Buy Antoine some glasses. The century. I don't know about buying him some glasses, but I'll definitely use it, put it towards the drone, and we can chase him around with a drone that way. Yeah, he needs new socks, exactly. Bring the old deer if you want to. It's got a pickup reel. When will I start combining this? Oh, depending on what the weather does and how hot it is. 4 or 5 days. Yeah, we were pretty fortunate this year with the rain that we had. A little more last month would have been nice, but it all worked out pretty good for the barley, honestly. For the canola was the one that suffered the most, but they're both ready except for the 1682. I'm still waiting for my Mennonite friend to come and wire up his special switch he's got there for it to make the computers talk to one another again. Weidman Photography, how are you today? A John Deere pickup. Advertiser on the interweb. There's always someone looking for John Deere stuff. How many acres of barley? About 140, maybe not quite 140, 135 we'll say. I think overall it should yield pretty good. Somewhere from that 60 to 70 I'd be pretty happy, I think. More than that I'd be ecstatic, so we'll see how she does, but like I said, it'll be what it'll be. It's pretty hard to change it, so. Hi from Norway. How's it going in Norway today? What time is it in Norway? Isn't it like the middle of the night over there right now? Early morning? I used them all up except for one, actually. I've got one spare one, so I want to put lights like that on the 50-20, so I've got one light so far for it now. Yeah, barley kind of disappeared around here for a while too, and then now all of a sudden it's back with a vengeance around here again too, so. You sold your 850, well that's a letdown. 'Cause I had to mail you a rain cap for that thing. Yeah, Antoine's in the other slaughter just to the east of me here. And actually see the top of his roof looking backwards here, so. Well, as long as it didn't go to the wrecking yard, that's all that matters. No, I'm not pulling the roller on this. The only stuff you need the roller for is like the peas and the canola. So. Rain-looking clouds there would go away. Funny how it never rains when you need it, and then when you don't, it does. Yeah, I'm swathing everything. The only thing not getting swathed is the soybeans. So laugh at me all you want. I like swathing. I'm gonna put it in the bin and sit on it for a while, and hopefully the price of it goes up a little bit before I start selling. Go to Oklahoma. That's a little bit out of my way to go and get that. I don't know how I'd bring it back either. Probably be able to go till 10 o'clock before the dew got too heavy on it. But I don't know, the way things are looking, I might shut her down pretty soon here. Nope, I'm not dropping the pea stubble. Pea stubble, the straw has got too much nutrients in it for put it back in the ground. If a guy could get real good money for it, I might drop it and bale it to sell, but it's worth more to incorporate it back into the soil again. Wow, is this ever lodged bad here? I'm glad I'm using a swather, not a straight header here with the combine. Gonna make a lump of dirt in the feeder housing or a rock or some goddamn thing. Trying to cut real short like that. If it rained in Bismarck, North Dakota, that's south of me. The thing we're looking at here, that's to the north. I'll bet you any money here we'll see him on our return pass. I'll take the camera out of the stand there when he goes by. 30-foot swather. And the other one's 24 and a half because they're international and have to be special. 50-20 is running like a top. He hasn't done much for a little while though, because I haven't had much for him to do. So. But he'll be getting some hours put on him here when we're harrowing this fall again on all the stubble. That's my favorite job and my favorite tractor to do that job with. So. There we go. I see a wild antelope coming over the hill over here. Hard to swath and hold my phone at the same time here. Not a very good multitasker because I made a miss there. You should find if I bought a plow. Nope, I ain't never gonna buy a plow. We don't have enough dirt around here for that. All you do is roll all the clay on top of the dirt. Last time a plow was used around here, it was still getting pulled with a horse, so. Oh yeah, there's lots of white-tailed deer around here. Lots and lots of them. No, I don't have auto steering here. I've got my GPS for paint down in the corner, but I don't have it turned on. So I've got issues with the plug-in apparently. I can't keep a ground so on the cigarette lighter. So I'll have to address that issue at a later date, but that's more for when we're cutting our canola 24 hours around the clock and we're trade one another off in the dark. Then we know where we gotta go that way when we're swathing. It's not just cutting in the dark and not knowing where you gotta go, how much you have left. Service truck's running like a top. I just had the fuel truck come out and refill the big diesel tank on the back of it, so she's ready to go for harvest here now. I'm thinking this is going to be my last swath I make because I'm not liking how things look. If it blows over, I might start a live stream up again when I come back out in a while, but I'm not liking how it's looking over there, so. enough of it gets rained on, a guy can blend off that stuff with the stuff that didn't get rained on, and then there'll be none the wiser that way. Exactly. You can bring them stuff they'll call number 3 and they'll sell it for number 1. So guy may as well play the same game they play. Bleed tricks. You come up here and doctor up that moonshine still that we can bleach the barley in, and we'll try her out then. Hey, if you want some chicken, I got about 30 extras to sell yet, so I'll sell you a few. In here's not bad, actually. It's a lot better than it was last year in the peas. There's a lot less of it. Well, if the chemical did a better job, the chemical for in the barley, or if it's just finally starting to get knocked back a little bit, or what, but not near as much of it as there was last year, that's for dang sure. For the massy there. Make her bark a little bit when we come through. Ed, we'll see you later. You know, as I said, it was looking like it was going to rain. It actually looks like it's kind of fizzled out a little bit. No, I don't know. I need to just stop looking at it, and I'll just pay attention to what you guys are saying for maybe. Any of you guys, there's an idea. We'll see what the weather's going to do. We got a weather app. You want to go look up for Bellegarde, Saskatchewan, and see what the radar looks like, if we're going to get some rain here in the next hour or two. Well, what do do you mean any other brand of tractors? I got 2 brands in the yard. Oh, I know, Ed. You gotta listen to the old timers, right? No, don't like JCB. Neighbor had one. Thing was a bloody piece of shit. No one knew how to fix it because there's none of them around. Parts were $1 bazillion. Versatile or older John Deere. If I bought new tractors, they'd be versatile. It'll blow the clouds away. Alright, who wants to look out a different side of the window here? We'll have a vote. I'll try and put you in a different place if you want. Bellegarde? Bellegarde. And then Saskatchewan, Canada, not America. Oh, I know if I quit now it won't rain. If I keep going it will. It's one of those Murphy's Law kind of things there, eh? Rained in Wawota. Yeah, that's what it, according to mine, it was supposed to be north, so. Yeah, I'd trade the 895 off on like a 575 Versatile or a 610. See a few people disappeared there for a bit and just came back. Were you checking out your weather apps? Well, when we get through this green spot here, I'll put you in a different place for a little bit. Could you 1086 could barely run that old 851 Massey full type that I had. I don't think it'd even be able to turn the goddamn 1682 over. And that was running on 20-foot swaths that never even dream of picking up a 30-foot. Then if the sun comes out from behind the cloud for too long, those stupid things overheat, so. Okay, I'm going to try putting you in a different location. I probably won't be able to answer your questions. but they call it 120 horsepower, but I think it puts out more like I don't know, 100. Straight for me. That's just what I wanted to hear. There, if I don't answer your question, I'm not ignoring you. You're just sitting behind my head here now for a little bit. Nice Malt spot. I can kind of see some of them in the mirror, so if they're real short, I can almost make out what you said, so. I need a setup like Mr. Farming, Fixing, Fabricating there. You can flip around through multiple cameras while he's live streaming. Car shows in Carlisle. I don't think there are. They always seem to get rained on in Carlisle though, so. I sure hope it is. 80 bushels, that would be awesome, but like I said, I haven't had barley for 5 years, so I don't really have a last year's crop to compare it to, so. I'm not running auto steer. Just look at the fence post across the field and made a line, and that's where we are. You asked that, is it because I make a nice straight swath or what? Farmer makes an appearance. Are you getting any sunshine up that way to make hay, or is it still trying to ruin it all on you and keep raining? That's shitty. You guys have had a lot of rain up there. How many quarters do you have left till you're done your first cutting of hay anyways? I think you had said, but I got the memory span of a goldfish, so. Oh boy, if you need time to count, that doesn't sound very promising. 5/4. Now that's quite a bit of cutting to do yet. A cab tour. Well, 1 second, I'm going to get this thing mounted back up where I had it. We're going to get out and clean the screen on the rad off again. There's not much on here. Wiped a little bit off anyway since we're out. You want a cab tour, eh? Well, there's the park brake. There's my radio maker. Radio, warning lights, various gauges and light switches. Heater knob that's non-existent, but if you put a vice grip on it, it does work. Wipers, air conditioning, fan, mirror. Raven Cruiser 2. This engages and degages the your header. Hydro lever for moving forward and back. Throttle. Ashtray, which is just the spare fuse holder. Reel speed and canvas speed. And the choke. That's about all that's, and then there's my big box of parts and drink and hat, so put a roller screener on it, something like what on the combines have. We've got one that used to mount on the front of a tractor if you're pulling a full type combine. It would screen everything off, but not sure how to mount it on here yet. Thinking at the end of this pass here, I'm probably going to pull the plug because it's starting to look like a stupid shower coming again, but I'll stop for a while, and if it clears up I'll keep cutting, and if it looks like shit, well, I might just go in the house and close the windows and the drapes so I don't have to see it raining if it does or doesn't. actual swathing of crops in Farming Simulator. I agree with you there. Other than just hay and what have you. Watching this here too. We could get Sean and Antoine doing a live stream and there wouldn't be a word said. Yeah, it's funny, it's always farmers playing Farming Simulator. You think you'd have enough of it in the real world, but you can't help yourself, eh? Film, yeah. Film it in black and white even. Well guys, I'm thinking this is the last pass here. I'm gonna shut her down for an hour or so and see where this cloud goes to. Oh, you bought another V-rig, did you, Tyson? Is it a bigger one like you were talking about, or just another one just to help out with kind of a deal? Another auction sale special or from a dealership? Or are you getting famous enough there? You're getting like welfers and what have you. You're going to get a brand new rake to demo. James Abel TV, driving. The phone's shaking, but thank you for the donation, sir. We'll make sure you put that towards a nice new pair of socks for Antoine. That, or maybe we'll donate it to Antoine to wash his farm truck. Holy mackerel. Yep. You fell right off the wall. There's a little shower right there that I'm concerned about. It all looks good in the middle, but the wind's kind of changed directions and it's coming straight. The wind's coming pretty well straight at me, so if that means anything, that's coming this way. Hopefully it's not, but we'll find out, I suppose. But you just can't win sometimes. I don't know how long Antoine will be before he comes around again. Oh, actually I see the roof of a swather, so. Got a little chunk done here anyways. I did 3 rounds around the whole piece, well, around this half of mine. And Antoine's done 4 rounds Headlands over there. He did a little bit more because this swather is smaller, 24.5 feet instead of 30. So I like having lots of room for the combine to have to turn on the headlands. So what are your yield predictions for the barley? Like I said, I was just talking to my one buddy there. They just started here a few miles away in their barley, and he was saying it's running around 70. That's kind of what I was expecting too. I mean, that's a nice big head. So hopefully that that actually amounts to something. We'll find out anyways, I guess. But it would be sure nice if all that would go away. I'd love to see some sunshine for about 2 months straight at about 25 degrees out. That would be ideal, but I guess it is what it is. So anyway, that's probably where I'm gonna end her. So unless Antoine comes screaming over the hill here in the next couple seconds, but the old Slammy has cooled down a little bit, so I guess once things smarten up and we get rolling in here at the combine and what have you, I might do another stream again here when we're swathing next, but we'll see what goes on here. We'll be done cutting tomorrow if we can come back out here again this evening, if this doesn't do anything to us. But if not, we'll be done sometime tomorrow afternoon, later in the afternoon. But other than that, it's about all the fellas got to tell you guys. So I guess thanks for the few donations. I don't ask for them, but they are greatly appreciated. Like I said, I want to buy a nice high quality drone so I can get some cool shots of these things going up and down the fields and whatever else have you. So it definitely helps out. So I guess make sure you guys go check out some other videos if you haven't before. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, whatever you want to do. And we'll talk to all you guys in the next one. So thanks for coming for a ride with me.